Rolling, I think. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our weekly live stream. My name is Alicia, and in this week's lesson, we are going to talk about how to give updates with yet, already, and still. The focus grammar for this lesson will be present perfect tense, but I am going to talk about a few other grammar points, and we're going to practice using these together with yet,
Welcome back
already,
to our weekly live
and
stream.
still.
My name is Alicia.
So,
and in
I
this
hope
week's
it's good
lesson,
practice,
we are going to talk about
especially for communicating those nuances of expectation. So, this will be our focus for today's lesson. Should be a good one. As you join, please make sure to like and share this video so that other people can find today's lesson. That would be super cool. And send a message in the chat if you are joining us live. That would be awesome. A couple quick announcements while we wait for everyone to join us live. I'm going to show you something a bit new today. Ooh, very exciting. So every week I talk about this banner at the bottom of the screen, yeah? This PDF cheat sheet banner. But lots of you have asked about how to get these. So I wanted to show how to do that. So every week I talk about these PDFs, yeah? Oh, these ones, yeah? So lots of you ask how you get these. This is the page right here. This is the page that you click on from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. If you scroll down on this page, these are the PDFs I'm showing you here. Scroll down to the bottom of this page, and if you do that, oops, I lost my controller. Sorry, guys. If you do that, sorry, I lost my, I'm getting a little bit of computer lag today, sorry. Okay, if you scroll down to the bottom of this page, there is this part, how to get these. So check this part, this 1, 2, 3, 4 part, if you had some trouble downloading these before. So check these out. You can find these for free with your name and your email address from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. So if you want to download those, please check them out. They are there to help you with vocabulary and phrases and conversation. So I hope that helps you. There have been many questions about that. Okay, that is announcement number 1. Announcement number 2, as always, if you have questions for me, if you would like to ask me something that's different from today's lesson, you can send it to me for the Ask Alicia series. There is a link in the YouTube description. If you are watching on Facebook, you can find this on YouTube, or visit englishclass101.com/ask-Alicia. You can find that there. Also, this is my Instagram if you want to find me on social media. You can find the link for this from the YouTube description as well. Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, please check the YouTube description. Send me your vocabulary, your grammar, your culture questions, whatever. That'd be cool. All right, so that is it for today's announcements. As always, looks like everything is going okay. A little bit of lag there a minute ago. But I see everybody on YouTube is there. Hi, Vishnu, Dioris. Hi, Kanwaljit, Hiruni. Hi, lots of people. Carlos, welcome. And Facebook is there. Kanar, good morning to you. Hi. Someone, oh, your name is in Thai. I can't read it, but hello. Hi. And Kied Girashon, I hope I said that correctly. Hi, everybody. Okay, I am going to share the video, and then I am going to get started. So as I said, today's lesson is about, I'll show you the lesson title again for today. Today's lesson is about how to give updates with yet, already, and still. How to give updates with yet, already, and still, and the focus grammar will be present perfect tense. Okie dokie. I want to share the video, and then I'm going to start. Where are you? Facebook, where did you go? Okay, so let's take a look at our lesson boards for today then. Our lesson boards for today look like this. So we're going to talk about each point one by one. How to use yet, how to use already, and how to use still. So let's get started with the first point for today's lesson. The first point for today's lesson is how to use yet. How to use yet. So let's take a look. Also, if you forgot, please make sure to like and share this video so that other people can find it. That would be super cool. Alrighty then. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. How do we use yet? If you joined, let's see, if you joined last week's live lesson, I talked a little bit about yet, and the focus grammar was present perfect. So we're going to talk about this grammar and this point one more time. So let's begin. How to use yet? What is the deal? So in blue here, we use yet to emphasize, to make the feeling stronger, to emphasize an incomplete action or condition that you expect will be completed. So, a very important point with yet is that expectation. We expect something is going to happen, or we expect something is going to be completed. So, this is a key I talked about last week. So you can use a sentence with yet or without yet. But when you want to communicate expectation, you should use yet to do that. Okay? So how do we make a sentence with yet? We use subject. In today's grammar, hasn't or haven't. So he hasn't or I haven't, depending on your subject. Then we use the past participle form of the verb and end with yet. So let's look at some examples, and please send me your example sentences in the chat. I will try to check live. Okay, first one. I haven't eaten lunch yet. I haven't eaten lunch yet. So subject is I, haven't, have not. So this is the reduced form. Have not becomes haven't. Eaten is the past participle verb form of eat. Lunch, haven't eaten lunch. It's my phrase here. And yet is at the end. I haven't eaten lunch yet. This sentence is also correct. I haven't eaten lunch. This is just a simple fact. I haven't eaten lunch yet communicates expectation. So when you want to show that expectation, you can include yet at the end of your sentence. Another one. He hasn't returned my call yet. He hasn't returned my call yet. This. He hasn't. So in this sentence, I use hasn't because my subject is he. He hasn't or he has not returned. Returned is the past participle form of return. He hasn't returned my call yet. He hasn't returned my call yet. Again, this sentence is also correct. He hasn't returned my call. Simple fact. He hasn't returned my call yet shows I expect a call from him. I expect that. Great. Okay. All right. There are some examples coming from you now. Andrew says, I haven't been there yet. Good. Nice. Okay. Some other examples. I haven't, Kanwaljeet, right? I've not picked up my sister, or I've not discussed. I've not, you can use it, but in American English that sounds a little weird. Maybe in British English it sounds a little bit more normal. Sorry, audio's low. Maybe British English sounds a little bit more normal, but we tend to use I have not. So rather than I've not, maybe I have not, or I haven't. Facebook, I don't see. Okay, there's one. Ruber says, I haven't eaten dinner yet. Okay. Lulu says, I haven't spoken to her yet. Good, good, good. Examples, nice examples. Okay, another one. We haven't spoken to our clients yet. We haven't spoken to our clients yet. Okay? And you haven't convinced me yet. You haven't convinced me yet. Convinced. This word means like to try to persuade someone, to get someone to think the same way you do, or to get someone to agree with you or agree to an idea. You haven't convinced me yet. You haven't convinced me yet. Okay, so I have a note here, this note in blue. As I said before, it sounds a little old-fashioned to use yet before the verb, but you might sometimes hear this. So that means sometimes, maybe in movies, I suppose, you might hear this yet right here in this position. So for example, I haven't yet eaten lunch, or he hasn't yet returned my call. You might hear yet used in that position, but it sounds a little bit old-fashioned, so at least in American English, we don't use it in this position so much. You can, but again, it sounds a little more natural to use it at the end of the sentence, okay? Hiduni writes, we haven't planned, two N's in plan, yeah? Not planed, planned our trip yet. Wanjo says, I haven't gotten a haircut yet. I haven't got a haircut yet. Okay. Other examples, Diallo on Facebook, I haven't taken, so the past participle form of take is taken, yeah? I haven't taken a shower yet, Diallo. All right, cool. Hi, teacher. I'm watching from Laos. Cool, welcome. Hey, Laos. Okay, last point for this part. Which to use, yet or still? I'm going to talk about still at the end of today's lesson. What's the deal? Yet or still? Because they have similar ideas. Yet sounds like just a neutral report of expectation. I haven't eaten lunch yet, but I expect to. Still, however, communicates a negative feeling. It usually has a negative feeling. This thing is not done, and that's bad. So that's the difference between yet and still for today's lesson. So I'm going to talk about this again later, so please don't worry. All right, that's it for part 1. Let's go to part 2. We'll take a quick break. Great. If you missed it, there are free things, as always, for you from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. I show you these every week, yeah. But if you missed it earlier, I'll show you again. I showed this page a bit earlier. How do I do this? Okay. So I showed you this page a bit earlier, yeah? This is the link. You click at the bottom, scroll down on this page, and you can find these PDFs. And actually, a bunch of these are new, so check this out if you haven't seen it before. You can scroll down on this page, and here at the bottom is this 4-step process. You can find a guide to download everything. So if you had trouble before, I hope this can help you to figure out, to understand how to download these and get them. All right, so check those out. Check the link above or below the video. All right, let's go to part 2 then, how to use already. And also, if you haven't, please make sure to like and share this video so others can find today's lesson. Alrighty, let's go. Let's go. How to use already. How to use already. So today's lesson is going to focus on using already with present perfect tense. And I'll talk about some other tenses later. But let's look at present perfect tense first. Okie dokie. So present perfect. We use already to emphasize or make stronger a complete action or condition. A complete action or condition that is expected. So again, there's expectation about this action. Okay? So let's look at some present perfect example sentences. I have 2 patterns here because already is sometimes used in this position and sometimes used in this position. It's up to you. You can choose. So, subject has already verb, or subject have already verb. Again, you need to change has or have according to your subject. Also, subject has or have verb already. You can use it in this position after the verb or verb phrase, or before. So let's practice this, okay? Ooh, someone already sent an example. Ruby, I have already done my work. Very nice. Okay, so here, I've already eaten lunch. I've already eaten lunch. So this is I have, the reduced form of I have. I have already eaten lunch. Again, this sentence is also correct. I've eaten lunch. This sentence is also correct. What's the difference? Already communicates expectation. You expect I'm going to eat lunch, or I expect I'm going to eat lunch. I want to communicate that. So your coworker or your classmate says, hey, do you want to eat lunch? You can say, oh no, I've already eaten lunch. I've already eaten lunch. We communicate expectation with this word. Okay? Next. He's already canceled the meeting. He's already canceled the meeting. So there's some expectation about the meeting being canceled. And it happened. It's finished. It's complete. So this shows expectation. Again, this sentence, he's canceled the meeting. He has canceled the meeting. That's also correct. We communicate that expectation. Okay? Everybody's writing about the meals they've already eaten. I've already eaten lunch. I've already eaten breakfast. I've already eaten dinner. It's an easy one, right? It's an easy one. Okay. Think about something like a work or study example sentence. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's practice with that one. Okay, here's another good one. I think we've seen that movie already. I think we've seen that movie already. You can use this to reply to an invitation. Like, hey, do you want to see this movie? Do you want to watch this movie? You can say, I think we've, or I think I've seen that movie already. So again, it shows you understand the other person's expectation. Okay, great. Kumato says he has already visited Paris. Good. Marco says I've already gone to bed. Good. Are you writing from your bed? So, good. Okay. Orlando says I have already finished my homework. Good. Good, good, good. Ooh, nice example. Billawal says she is already married. Yeah, you can use this in different sentence structures for sure. Good, good, good. Okay, let's continue to the last point here. I mentioned we can use this already in different grammar structures. So not just present perfect, though that's today's focus grammar. We can also use it, for example, with simple past. Simple past. Subject already, past tense verbed. Like, she already left, or I already quit. So again, we're communicating expectation. She already left. The action is finished. I already quit, and the action is finished. So these, again, this is a simple past and present perfect question. Both are correct in lots of situations. Just the use of present perfect shows an action affects the present more strongly than this one. I'm not going to get into detail about this grammar point in today's lesson though. Okay? So you can use already here before the verb or after the verb in simple past tense as well. She already left. I already quit. And then somebody earlier sent a message about using this with adjectives too. You can also use this in present tense to express a condition that happened faster than expected. So something, again, expectation, but something was happened very quickly. For example, you're already hungry? We ate 30 minutes ago. So the speaker is surprised the listener is hungry. Like, we ate 30 minutes ago. Why are you hungry? You're already hungry again? So you can use this in different grammar patterns. Today I wanted to focus on these. Okay? Some others are coming in. I already finished my project. Good job. I have already made it. Okay, made what? Someone, Geo says, I have already seen your videos on YouTube. Cool. Thanks for checking those out. All right. I see lots of... Okay, let's move on because time is going quickly. So this is how we use already in a few different grammar points, but I wanted to focus on present perfect today. Okay, we'll take one more super short break, and then we'll go to still, the last point for today's lesson. So quickly, if you missed it before, there's free stuff for you from the link below the video. Get these free PDFs, vocabulary, and conversational phrases. You can find this from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, or above the video if you are watching on Facebook. You need your name and your email address to get those, so check it out. Okay, let's go to the last part of today's lesson. The last part is about still, how to use still. And also, if you haven't, please make sure to like this video and share it so others can find the lesson. Okie dokie. Hello to everyone joining. Hello. Some people write hello, sir. Did you know sir is used for a man? Yeah, sir is used for a man. You can say hello, miss, for example. That would be good. Some of you write hello, ma'am. Okay, let's go to still. Still. How to use still. Use still to emphasize, to make stronger. Use still to emphasize an incomplete action. To emphasize an action that has not finished, not done. But we expect the action will be completed. So we expect to complete the action. Or it's an unchanged condition that you expect will change. An unchanged condition or an incomplete action. Again, we expect it's going to change. Generally, still sounds negative. So the difference between yet and still for today's lesson is that this one, still, usually sounds negative. Something is not finished, and that's bad. How do we make a sentence with still? Subject, still haven't or hasn't, past participle verb. Again, this is a present perfect sentence structure. Still, I still haven't something. He still hasn't something. So notice still comes before this part, yeah? We saw different placements for already and yet. So let's look at some examples. I still haven't finished my homework. I still haven't finished my homework. So still right here shows my homework is incomplete, is not done, and that's bad. I still haven't finished my homework. So this sentence is correct. I haven't finished my homework. Also 100% correct, but still shows a negative feeling and the incomplete action that we expect. The sentence, I haven't finished my homework yet, is also 100% correct, but there's no negative feeling there. It's just a report. Just, I expect to finish my homework, but it's not done. This sounds a little sad. I still haven't finished my homework. More examples. Here's one you can use as a confirmation question to check someone else. For example, you send your friend a text message on Saturday and you say, you still haven't gotten up? So to get up means to get out of bed, yeah? You still haven't gotten up? It's 3 p.m. You still haven't gotten up? It's 3 p.m. So this shows the speaker is surprised and feels like negative about this action to get up, right here. They expect to be complete, but it's not complete. So you can use this to express surprise. You still haven't verb? Oh my gosh. So you can use that pattern to express surprise. You still haven't finished your homework, or you still haven't finished that project? What are you doing? So you can use this pattern to express that feeling. Okay. All right, next one. Okay, some examples are coming in. Today everybody's using meals. I still haven't eaten breakfast, or I still haven't eaten lunch. Okay, all right, here's one. He still hasn't replied to my message. He still hasn't replied to my message. You can use this at work, at school, in your personal life, whatever. He still hasn't replied to my message, or she still hasn't replied to my message. So this shows you expect a response, you expect a reply, but you have not received the reply, and that's bad. It's kind of a negative thing. He still hasn't replied to my message. I hope he's okay. I hope it's okay. Okay? All right. Last one. She still hasn't found a new job. She still hasn't found a new job. So again, this communicates that we're not happy about this. We expect she'll find a new job, but it hasn't happened yet. Okay? Good. Some examples. Suki says, I still haven't watched that movie. I still haven't watched that movie. You need a word there. That movie, the movie. Okay. Carlos, you still haven't taken a shower? Good example. Good example. Okay. Chosen John says, I still haven't gone downtown. You don't need to the. I still haven't gone downtown. No to the downtown. We use to with a specific place. Still haven't gone downtown. Okay. Last one. One point. I said usually still communicates a negative feeling, but you might hear it in a sentence like this with time. So this is a different type of sentence than these examples, but I want to make sure we talk about it. It's still 5 p.m. Let's go out for dinner. What does this mean, this still? You might hear still in this position or only in this position. You check your watch. Oh, it's still 5 p.m. Or it's just 5 p.m. Or sometimes it's still just 5 p.m. Or it's still only. Regardless, the idea is the same. That means the speaker is surprised because it seems early. Maybe it's really dark outside and you think, oh, it's late, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I don't know. So, but you check your watch, oh, it's still 5 p.m. This communicates surprise about the time. So you might hear this pattern sometimes used. In this case, it's for surprise. It's not a negative pattern. Okay. All right. Last point then. Note. Still can also be used in simple past structures. So I covered present perfect today mostly. But we can use this in simple past as well. For example, I told my roommate to wash the dishes 3 times, but he still forgot. He still forgot. So this use of still with simple past tense feels like even though or despite. So even though I told my roommate to wash the dishes 3 times, he forgot. So still shows that negative expectation, yeah? We can use it in sentences like these too. So, but again, today's focus grammar was really present perfect tense, okay? Can I use still in simple future, like with will or going to? Yes, you can. Like, for example, even if I move to a new city, to start a new life, I will still have to, I don't know, pay rent, for example. Something that will not change. Yes, you can use it in those grammar points as well. All right. Almaz says, I am still not sleeping. Could I say it like that? Depending on what you want to communicate, like if recently you have had trouble sleeping, for example, and you talked with a friend or someone about it, you could say, I still am not sleeping, or I'm still not sleeping, if somebody knows about a continuing situation. Yes, and it communicates that negative condition. Yes, you can use that. Okay. I'm late, so let's finish there for today. I'll show you today's lesson board so you can take a picture of everything we talked about. So again, I focused on one grammar point today, but we covered a lot of little things in today's lesson, yet already and still you can take a picture if you want to review that later. All right, so that is it for today's lesson. Next week, I'll be back next week. The date will be February 17th, Wednesday, February 17th, or Thursday the 18th, depending on your time zone. Next week, I'm going to talk about how to describe a past experience, and I'm going to focus on a very, very basic grammar point, adjectives with past tense. Adjectives with past tense. So, like the movie was exciting, or dinner was really fun. So we're going to focus on past experiences and how to talk about those kinds of things. I'll focus on this, but we'll cover some other points too, I'm sure. So join me live again next week. If you want to make sure you don't miss it, you can set a notification on YouTube. You can set a notification on Facebook. Check our event page. You can get notified there. Or if you follow me on Instagram, please check my stories every week. I share a link and a reminder of the topic every week, so you can check it out. If you want to find me oh my gosh, where's my next? Okay, if you want to find me on Instagram, you can check the link below the video. On YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, please check the YouTube description for that. And to get your free PDFs that I showed you earlier. So check all of this out. There's so much stuff. Also, there's a lot of new PDFs on that page, like a lot. So go check that and see if you can find something new. Okay, cool. So I will say goodbye for this week. Thank you very much for joining me as always. Awesome job with your example sentences this week. Sounds great. Have a good day. Have a good week, and I will see you again next week.